What's going on? We are live again with another YouTube stream. You see the title? Let me get in the chat. Pin a message in the chat and then get back to this. This is what happens when I forget to do things. Good grief. But this is the video of the clown known as Stephen A. Smith. Now, what did Stephen A. Smith do? Now you might ask, well, let's take it back to a week ago, you and I, Joe Budden podcast. First of all, that's ironic. You have two idiots on the same podcast that ran from people that don't want any smoke with people in real life. Joe Budden, they don't want smoke with Amigos. Rest in peace to Takeoff. He didn't want smoke with Amigos. Joe Budden, that is. And Stephen A. doesn't want smoke with. Let's count the people he doesn't want smoke with. Colin Brown, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, I think we can add Marcellus Wiley to that list for the moment. Terrell Owens, let me keep thinking. Shohei Ohtani and the people of Japan that he offended about, I think a year and a half ago or 2.5 years ago. I'm not good with dates. When he said Shohei Ohtani couldn't be the face of baseball because he can't speak English. Meanwhile, last night he threw out one of the worst first pitches at Yankee Stadium, and his excuse was it was a changeup. No, it made Mariah Carey's first pitch look good, you freaking lying ass clown, Stephen A. Smith. When people want to roast you, you can't handle the smoke. Just like how this whole quote unquote beef with Terrell Owens started. It's because he said, and I quote, that Kellerman was acting more black than Stephen A. was. And of course, you have to correct T.O.'s grammar, because of course you did. But we all know what he meant. But you, being the grammar police that you are, had to correct his grammar. Then you have to try to defend yourself poorly, like always, because you can never defend yourself. Because growing up, your sisters always have to defend you. I don't have to say allegedly about that. Or your mom has to defend you against your dad. Allegedly. I'll say allegedly about about the allegedly. Now let's talk about why Marcellus Wiley went in on you. Well, let's see. It's because on that same podcast you did with Joe Budden, aka Budden the Clown. Let me stop talking bad about Joe Budden. I got no smoke with Joe Budden, but he put a clown on his podcast. And he ran off both of his co-hosts. Wow, these guys have more in common than I really thought about. But anyway, getting back to Stephen A. Smith. Let me not get sidetracked. Let me stay on topic. Back to Stephen A. Smith. And what he said on Joe Budden podcast. Since Joe Budden brought up the fact that according to viewers, if he even gets viewers anymore, let me stop that. According to Joe Budden's viewers that sent in questions for Stephen A., one of the questions was that, or comments was that the people could see the tension between Stephen A. Smith and his former co Max Kellerman before Max Kellerman got thrown off of first take because of Stephen A. Smith. And I do not have to say allegedly about that. Because he's made it clear it was because of him that Max Kellerman got thrown off of first take. Now Stephen A. went on to say that, it's because he was in a journalist. Speaking of Max Kellerman, that Max Kellerman wasn't a journalist or an athlete, and he couldn't debate someone like that. Stephen A., look in the mirror. You're not a journalist or an athlete. You play high school basketball, went to college, got a scholarship for basketball somehow, allegedly. Tried out for the team, and when you tried out, you broke your kneecaps. That's the story you go by anyway. I don't have to say allegedly about that because I'm quoting you, Stephen A. So how does any of that make you an athlete or a journalist? You wrote about the freaking volleyball team. You didn't write about the basketball team. You wrote about the volleyball team to keep your scholarship. Allegedly. I say allegedly just so I don't get sued. Allegedly. Let me wipe my head on something real quick because I'm already sweating. Now, Marcellus Wiley, shout out to Marcellus, California boy from Compton, much like my guy Richard Sherman. Shout out to Sherman. Both athletes that made it out of Compton and to the NFL. Very proud of both of them and the people they are and the athletes they were. Or still are, because once you're an athlete, you never stop being one. Unlike Stephen A. Smith. Now, let's go way back. Let's go about, because the lies just stack up on each other one by one by one. So let's stack up these lies. Stephen A., you had a show back in the early 2000s. I can't even remember the name of it right now. But you had a late night talk show with people like Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, who you used and threw away like a receipt. I'll leave it at that, like a receipt. I was gonna say something else, but I'll choose my words carefully. Unlike you. I'll just spat off at the mouth. Like the time you let the world know that when the Knicks signed Lamar Odom, he had been on crack cocaine, something the world outside of New York and outside of the people who weren't on the internet, such as myself, did not know. But you felt like the whole world needed to know, and that moment went viral. If you remember correctly, because I know I remember correctly, when you said, and I quote, he was on crack. Again, your words, not mine, yours, Stephen A. Now, did people know this possibly? Did you make it worldwide? Yes. Did you have to? Hell no, you did not. Let's talk about the stuff you did not make world know. The Derek Fisher Matt Barnes incident. You did not make world known. Even though you're from New York, you could have made that world viral and world news. You chose not to. Why? Matt Barnes is your boy. Steven Jackson, those are your boys. Allegedly. Allegedly. Even though you've been on their podcast multiple times, if I do recall correctly, which I think I am. Remembering correctly? Somebody stop me when I tell a lie. Now, let's go back to 2000. I believe it was 2000, late 2012, early 2013, around that time. Shall we? I think we shall. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to be trying to drop the link. At the same time, I'm going to try to be multitasking. Excuse me if I stutter or lose my track of thought, but that's what happens when you multitask sometimes. Occasionally. Maybe it's just me. Maybe not. I hope not. But anyway, let's keep talking about it, shall we? I think we shall. 2011, I'm sorry, late 2012, early 2013, either way. Jalen Rose and Skip Bayless get into it. You happen to just be waiting to come out, and ESPN brings you on to join the debate they're having when the debate gets heated. And Jalen Rose points out Skip Bayless's basketball credentials and Cousin Waters Pistol Pete Jr., if I remember correctly. No disrespect to Skip Bayless, I'm just trying to see if I can get my facts right. Shout out to Jalen Rose, though, because that was very, very entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, it was very entertaining. And the most entertaining segment First Take had in a while. Again, I'm not gonna tell him the lies. It was. Shout out to Jalen Rose for that. Now, after the next commercial, Jalen Rose starts talking about how players like Kwame Brown and Slava Medvedenko family feel guys like Skip Bayless and Stephen A make fun of their name. Shout out to Jalen Rose for that. And they say, well, if they're bumped, we should be able to call them out. Jalen Rose says, they might be bumped too, but they keep getting paychecks, so that shows that they're not as bad as you guys like to make it perceived that they are. So that happened, and if I'm remembering correctly, Jalen Rose got suspended for that. Someone can correct me in the comment section after this finishes, or if they know better, they can leave a comment. No, just to correct me as I drop the link. No. And just like that. The link is in the chat. Let's continue with the burial. Figuratively speaking, anyway. Figuratively speaking. Burial of a clown. Now, Stephen, when Skip Bayless had to fight to bring him back to ESPN because you had gotten yourself suspended, allegedly, for being an idiot. Allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. But now you like to say, oh, Skip Bayless begged for me to come to first take. No. Wrong. Try again. And oh, I got rid of Max Kellerman because it was a bad call on my part. No, according to Marcellus Wiley. Shout out to Marcellus Wiley again. Max Kellerman thought it was going to be Max and Marcellus from New York with Stephen A. Smith. Dumb mistake by Max Kellerman, one of his only dumb mistakes he's made in his life. That and trying to be part of a rap group in the 90s, but that's besides the point. Shout out to Max Kellerman. Can't say anything bad about him. He did boxing, he did basketball, he did Sports Nation, he's a man that wears many hats and can wear many hats and knows his lane and knows. And he graduated from Columbia, the same college as Marcellus Wiley. Shout out to Columbia and the great minds that come from Columbia. The college, before the college, the Ivy League college to be specific. At least there was an Ivy League at one point in time, if I'm not mistaken. Which I don't think I am. But Stephen A., unlike you, Max Kellerman doesn't cling on to people. You have clung on through the years to, let's count, the coach at Wichita State, whose name I can't remember. Then it went from that to you getting a job at the Philadelphia Inquirer and clinging on to Stephen A. Then when you did him, you tried to cling on to Kobe. Kobe said, "Get off me!" Like Marshawn Lynch did to Tracy Porter during the Visa Quake. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch. But that's besides the point. Then you clung on to the Jester. Jester 23, aka LeBron James. AKA the biggest loser in NBA history when it comes to finals appearances. Last time I checked. Sorry about my dogs, nothing I can do about them. To keep them quiet, except maybe call Michael Vick. That's a joke, YouTube. That's a joke. Just a joke, YouTube. Just a joke. Not really gonna call Michael Vick. Shout out to Michael Vick, though, for turning his life around. I believe in second chances, unlike other people who shall remain nameless. But anyway, let's continue with the topic. If my dog ever stop barking and let me speak. Hold on, let me mute my mic. I'll be right back. God willing, I'll be right back. If these dogs ever decide to be quiet. Dang dogs. Apparently I guess they hear another dog barking across the street. That's why they're losing their minds. Folks, nothing I can do about that. There are so many stray dogs in this neighborhood, it's not even funny. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, which is the burial of the clown known as Stephen A. And this drama between him, Max Kellerman, who stayed quiet, and Marcellus Wiley, who's spoken up in defense of his good friend Max Kellerman. Not that Max Kellerman can't, but he doesn't want to lose the paycheck he's getting, and I don't blame Max Kellerman for just staying quiet instead of arguing with the known clown. It seems, Stephen A., that the only way you know how to go viral is by talking about the past, whether it's Lamar Odom being on crack, bring up Kwame Brown, bring up Skip Bayless, or now bring up Max Kellerman. You can only talk about the past like a chatty Cathy. I don't have to say allegedly about that. Because you don't know anything about sports. You've proven that. You don't know anything about basketball, baseball. And we've seen you throw a punch. My sister throws a better punch than you do, Stephen A. Smith. God, I wish I could find that video. Let me try to find it real quick. If someone clicks the link while I try to find the thing, give me a second. Please. Now, let's go here. Let me type it in. Yeah. You try to find a lane, and every time you think you find a lane, you open up your mouth and get kicked out of that lane. Just like you did with the UFC and Joe Rogan. Because you tried to talk over Joe Rogan. And Joe Rogan said, What the hell is this guy even talking about? There's something along those lines, if I remember correctly, which I think I do. Ah. And, huh. While I'm here, let's talk about you switching sides about the malice in the palace, because I went back and did some digging. Yes, I am that thorough, Stephen. I am that thorough. When the malice in the palace first happened, that same night you said, and I quote, I hope David Stern takes into account that the fans were the ones that started the fight, and I hope that he takes that into consideration. The next day you switched, it took not even 8 hours for you to switch up your whole account and say, oh, Ron Artest should get a lifetime ban. Thankfully he didn't. Why would you say that about a athlete that you hope he got a lifetime ban when just hours before you were saying David Stern should take other matters into account? I wonder why. Stephen A. I'm not going to get into why. Because if I do, there are some people that will tell me you don't have a right to say that. And I don't want to offend people, so I just keep my mouth shut and say, I wonder why. Ah, that's right. You did the same thing with AI that you did to John Moran. Not to say that John Moran doesn't need help, but you said, oh, you've done it to multiple players. Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving, John Morant, Ron Artest. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh, here it is. I found the video. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Oh, here it is. It's a short though, so hopefully I can say it. Can I say shorts on YouTube? I'm not sure. But I'll risk it. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Fair use, fair use, fair use. for educational purposes only. YouTube, I swear to God, it's only educational purposes only. I swear to God. Cross my heart and hope to die. Let's show this. Again, fair use, YouTube, fair use. Let's play that one more time. Educational purposes only. I swear to God. That is not how you do 2 punches. You don't. You keep one hand to stop a punch from coming at you. You don't throw 2 blindly, and you don't throw a left hand that low. Stephen, who taught you how to box? I swear to God. Oh, I didn't even need to say fair use, because I know the person who put the short together. Shout out to them. So no fair use needed. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. This is the same guy that's going to tell Earl Spence about the same Earl Spence that was undefeated before facing Sam Crawford. Stephen A. Smith, please shut up forever when it comes to boxing and baseball and football while we're at it. Because you don't know the difference. Excuse me while my dogs go crazy. Oh, God. Stephen A., you don't know the difference between a skinny post, the dig route, and a 9 route. Or where a quarterback throws the damn ball yourself. You call Aaron Rodgers a bad man, which I give you credit, he is. He's a bad man in the regular season, but he's also a very bad man in the playoffs, because he always chokes in the playoffs. No offense to my Jets fans, but it is what it is. Go look at his record in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers, that is. Not to say he's not a future Hall of Fame quarterback, because he is, but to call him a bad man is preemptive when he only has 1 Super Bowl ring. Just throwing that out there, Stephen A. Just throwing that out there. Is he a great thrower of the football? Yes. Is he a magician with the football? Yes. Should you call him something like the Magic Man or something stupid like that? Yes. But a bad man? Absolutely not. Think of a better name than that. And the only thing bad is how bad your punches are and how bad you shoot a basketball. I can find a meme for that too, but I don't have the time to do it right now. If you call yourself a bad man, I think everyone outside of your family would agree with that. That as in, well, I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna throw low blows like you do, Stephen A. I'm just not. I'm not gonna go below the belt like you did with that punch I just showed. By the way, that was a punch out like below the kneecap. What punch were you throwing? I'm still trying to figure out that nonsense. Straight up, I really am. But back to the Marcellus Stephen A. Max thing, because I keep going off the rails. Because there's just so many things I could mention Stephen A., but I want to stay on topic for the rest of the video. So, according to Marcellus Wiley, the only reason you wanted Max Kellerman it was because he was white and because you thought he was dumber than you. I'm not gonna mention a joke. Insert it in if you want to, so I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to throw low blows or more low blows than I already have. Let me just be honest. I thrown a lot of low blows already. Let me keep it a buck. Ah. Now, you graduated from Wichita State University, and Max Kellerman graduated from Columbia. Which one? The vet higher ranked school? Last time I checked, it was Columbia. So, how can Max Kellerman be quote unquote dumber than you? I have no idea how you thought that, Stephen A. I really don't. I really, truly don't. Whiter, yes. Even though, well, a picture says 1,000 words. Check out Tino's post from last week or a couple weeks ago about your grandmother on your mother's side. I'm just saying. Check out your heritage, Stephen A. Because whiter, it's pretty close, Stephen A. It really is. I was whiter between you and Max Kellerman. I'm just gonna say that and leave it there. Again, not throwing those out, just stating facts. That might have been a little below the belt. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Good brief. And let's not bring up the fact that, unlike you, I don't think Max Kellerman ever had a learning disability. I could be wrong about that, but if I double check, I don't think I would find that Max Kellerman had a learning disability. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you did. He didn't. And somehow you're going to claim to be smarter than you. Okay, good luck with that. Again, just stating facts, people. Not hating, just stating. As I tag a certain someone in my community post, you turn your back on, you stuck the knife in to so many people's back, I've lost count. Skip Bayless, the Wichita State coach, Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving, Lamar Odom, Ron Artest, even though Ron Artest is a forgiving man, I'm not. Terrell Owen, Kevin Durant, the list goes on and on and on. And I do have one question for you and your bosses at ESPN. Just one question and one question only. Is it any coincidence that the year that my dogs do not want to keep quiet while I try to ask this question? God, give me strength. No. Because they hear other dogs barking, they have to bark. I understand. Even though it's very disruptive to my live right now. It is what it is. So, now that they're quiet, I'll ask the question to you and your bosses at ESPN. Is it any coincidence that you asked for Seahawks wide receiver on ESPN First Take, Doug Baldwin, on ESPN First Take one time, and you asked him to list the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL when he didn't name Russell Wilson on that list? He was never, ever brought back. Coincidence? I think not. But I could be proven wrong. I'm not always right. And I'm willing to admit that, unlike Stephen A. Let's see, let's say 48-minute mark. Alright. Sounds good. I have been on this for about an hour. That's an hour of my life I'll never get back. But it was worth it. And I will be live tomorrow when Colorado plays Oregon at 12:30. And I will also be watching that and the Ole Miss Alabama game going on at the same time. As I finish my community post and then end this stream. But I will see you guys tomorrow for actual sports and not just sports talk. But I felt like this had to be said and had to be done. He's just losing too much respect with people who actually have credit. Like Marcellus Riley, like Skip Bayless, like Terrell Owens. Stop me when I start telling lies, Stephen A. I dare you. I really do dare you. Hey, there it is. I wish I need to learn how to edit that way I can. Actually, let me just mute my mic while I post this to my community tab. That way you don't have to hear me clicking my damn mouse. You, my dog, lose their minds. Let me mute my mic and I'll be back to end this. And they're gonna start barking again. Right about now. Alright, I'm back. Sorry that took so long. But I did put it on my community wall. And with that being said, until the next one, God first, God bless, stay safe, stay out of trouble, like, comment, share, subscribe. And if I still have a channel, if Stephen I doesn't get my channel taken down, I will be live tomorrow and Sunday. Until then, God first, God bless, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and until tomorrow, I'm out of here. Peace. Shout out to the family, they know who they are. I'm out to this. Shout out to Marcellus Wiley, Max Kellerman, Lamar Odom, and anyone else who's been backstabbed by this clown. I wish I could give him flowers, but he's not worth any flowers to give. At least not when it comes to sport. As a person, I don't know him as a person. As a TV personality, no flowers worth to give. Until the next one, I'm out. Peace. Video all over. If I can ever end this freaking stream, you gotta love technology. Alright. Now I'm ending it until tomorrow afternoon. If this channel is still up, I'm out. Peace.